this is what we're gonna do. We are going to have our Capcom Cup predictions. Okay, so I have all the matches loaded up with every player. We're gonna watch like a round of each and talk about what I think is gonna happen. Crossmoon, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so I have all the matches lined up. We're gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna, you know, watch like a round apiece because obviously I can't sit down and watch every match, right? And we're gonna talk about predictions, who I think's gonna win, and blah 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 blah, who this player is, etc. etc. Right? Okay, so we got. These are the exhibition matches for this weekend, right? For the Capcom Cup. Obviously, it got canceled off for an offline event, so now they're gonna just do online exhibitions. And basically, I am going to watch a round of every player. Some of the players literally were in grand finals, so it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, we're gonna try to do this. Okay, so that's what? How many matches is that? That's 12 matches. Potentially, right? Oh wait, I lied. Whoa. Yeah. No. What the fuck? What am I talking about? Yeah, 12 matches. Okay, cool. Alright. So let's start. So Piccolo versus Jalechi. Let's pop that up. Okay, so they don't have a match against each other. But you can watch their grand finals matches of the online tournament. Yo, XSplit, come on, man. What the Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, so let's check this out.
That's watching at home, please tweet it out. Twitch.tv/.
All right, so
when Cloud won the battle for the stones, and my man held you like you was the trophy.
Yeah,
oh, this is definitely not CPT final. This is against Mena last year at First Attack. Okay, maybe we could watch this. Why not? Because I'm pretty sure he beat Mena. Yeah, he definitely beat Mena in this. So Mena counterpicked with Mika because he doesn't like Birdie versus Bison, especially last season.
The Bison character.
Bro, I love this stage.
All right, so let's watch this. So Piccolo is from Peru, I believe. He won the online tournament, I think the South American one. He won the first one, and then the second one was Jalechi, the Rashid player. Okay, what up, Peaches?
This is just a chance. Mika's pretty solid.
Okay. So this matchup is pretty much universally agreed that it's in Mika's favor. Like, it can be hard for her to get in, but once she gets in, it's like, ha ha ha. Oh, nice.
Looking quite foolish right now. But of course, that's Mena RD. Air to air once again, man. Piccolo is awake. He is awake.
Yeah, he's very. I like his style. Oh shit! I like his style of in the corner because, like, when those like reset situations happen, he is committing to movement, so that way Mika doesn't really get anything too fucking crazy, right? On the ground especially.
Oh my god, that
is awake.
So yeah.
He is awake. Charge V reversal. Oh.
Let's go to the corner. Right. So this sequence right here. This is really important as a Bison player because he doesn't have an invincible attack, right? So you have to be on your A game when it comes to getting out of these type of situations, especially against a grappler, right? Because delay tech is not a great option against a grappler because they can command grab you and you're still fucked, right?
Looking quite foolish right now, but of course that's
so he waits for that minus situation. Nice, great presence of mind with the air to air, and this is a victory right here. This situation right here. Once he gets that light scissors and gets away from the corner, now he has the freedom to move backwards, right? So then it's kind of like you're back into that neutral space where Bison does beat Mika, right? So this is the breathing room he was looking for.
Piccolo is awake. He is awake. Charge V reversal.
Oh, this sucks.
Oh.
He gets a punish down on this guy like in the other corner. Make it happen. Make it happen. No command throw yet.
Oh, what? That was crazy. I wonder what he was trying to do.
He said,
maybe he was trying to, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't even know what the hell he's trying to do.
back and forth. I like the dancing right now. The patience. This is when you know it's going to pay off. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Caught
So right there, that regular grab from Mena tells me his confidence on offense. He's not really confident, right? Because Piccolo is very mobile. So he wanted to mitigate the risk by just doing a regular grab. But as you can see, she doesn't really get any sort of crazy Oki off of it, right? She can get like a meaty roundhouse or whatever, but that doesn't really mean shit. Because Mena's the type of player, like, he will play with like crazy reads, right? So when he starts playing really safe, he's not the best version of himself, especially when it comes to offense, because that's where he shines. So when I see that, it's like, oh, Piccolo's influenced his offense so much so because of his defense that Mena is like, he's uncertain, you know what I'm saying? Because of that regular grab in this situation right here.
You know it's going to pay off. Uh-oh.
Okay. Because if it was Mena against somebody else that he knew he's like, I'm going to blow through you, he would have just command grabbed.
Tiger bomb? Is that a tiger bomb?
No, I think that's
No,
just
tiger
a
bomb's with the. It's just,
yeah, tiger is where you like you suplex him and then you do it.
Yeah. Dash up, reset up. Now, man, I see he held up there for two reasons. If it was going to be a psycho axe or a throw.
Nice.
Bro, this dude, Piccolo, is
nice.
Wide awake. Oh, counter hit, confirm, the stun, the chimney. Oh, God, not there yet.
Nights like this.
Oh, man,
yeah.
Bison.
Nights like this.
Fucking Bison, bro. Bailed out because of this shit. All because of this lovely anti-air button. Crouching jab. Amazing. Amazing. Crazy. Look at that. All right, so let's see. And his opponents will be the Rashid player, Jalisha. All right, so this is from the Grand Finals qualification match. This is South American CPT 2, I believe. Right, because the first one Piccolo won. Yo, Tanachi, what's up, bro? Stop lying to the people. All right, so he plays Rashid. He's from Brazil. Okay. So him versus Choo Choo, they're both from Brazil. Okay, good patience. Nice. So he's mitigating his risk. You know, he's up on life. He's very alert. He knows when he's in a winning position and the things that he should avoid doing to avoid compromising that winning position. All right. He likes to use dash as a whiff punish. It's very interesting. So, okay. And that stand medium kick is kind of like that's like the center of his strategy offensively. Like the spaced out stand medium kick, and then he observes your response, and then that tells him how he's going to close the distance. Oh, that's mad cheap. Damn, that did so much damage. Yikes! Ran right through him, god damn. So let's watch this again. Oh, very patient. Wow. So he thought he was gonna EX. So he's very mindful of meter. That's good. He doesn't just like go from like for 100% speeds all the time, which he demonstrated when he was in those minus situations. So that's pretty good. Oh, Choo Choo switched to Chun. I kind of want to watch a round of this to see how does he play against Chun. Ooh, good buffer. Because Chun and Bison have that like very similar neutral, so this is gonna be a good observation for like the Bison matchup. Right, the difference, of course, is like Chun has the crazy mobility, but Bison has that range and control similar to Chun. Ooh. Oh, nice. That was a good answer from Choo Choo. Oh, he moving first, huh? Okay. Gotta be careful with players like you. Oh, that sucks. Throw. Did delay throw. So he did delay throw to block the EX SBK. As you'll see. See? So he did delay just in case she did wake up EX spinning bird kick, he would have blocked it, and then if she did wake up throw like she did here with the delay tech, he would throw. All right. Okay. So for a prediction, who do I got in this? I would say I think Piccolo is gonna win this set. Primarily because Piccolo already looks very comfortable with that whole like rock paper scissors big swing style of play against Mika. I don't see how Rashid would bother him, especially when Rashid doesn't have a command grab. Piccolo just looks very alert. So I don't see how Rashid's like EX whirlwind pressure, how that won't get exposed by a player like Piccolo. He seems very alert, right? So I feel like he is a player that will snipe gaps and will be very mindful of those, the transitionary offense of a player like Ja Leshi, you know? So I see that could be a problem for Ja, where if he plays very patient, right? I mean, he looks like a momentum-based player, but he has those like pockets of waiting, right? But my thing is, I don't see his top gear being enough to overwhelm Piccolo, right? But then if they both play at the same speed, like that slow down pace, Bison's gonna win, right? So I just think it's like I think it's more so a player matchup, just off of what I'm seeing. I don't know what the set is going to be. I think it might be first to 3, first to 5. I have no idea, but I say that I don't know what the sets are going to be too, but I'm going to just say I think Piccolo's going to win. Jiwa versus VX Bao. VX. Oh, they actually played in Grand Finals, so that works out swimmingly. Okay, all right, cool. Back to this. Wait, what? What do you mean now you hear it? What? I literally didn't do it. Yo, that's crazy. Let me see if I unplug this shit. Maybe, I don't know. All right. It's the placebo effect. All right. What up, Taj, by the way? Yeah, so it's my mic then. Amazing. All right. Okay, so anyways, so back to this before I fucking decide to break all of my equipment even further. Okay. All right, so we got Jiwa, who plays Akuma, versus VX Bao. I don't think I've ever watched this dude play. Jiwa, if you guys don't know, this man is like, he is like me if I had money, right? If I had money, this guy is me. Why do I say that? Because this dude literally went to every tournament under the sun at the end of Street Fighter 4 and at the beginning of Street Fighter 5. He was at everything. It was insane. Everywhere I went, I'd be like, bro, how are you at a local in Nebraska? It's fucking Nebraska. This dude was there. He was everywhere. It was insane. So he has a lot of experience, you know what I'm saying, from just traveling and stuff like that. He's really strong. He's a good player. And so he won the first China premiere event, I believe. There was 2. I think there was 2. And I guess, I don't know who won the second one. Was it Bao? Maybe it was Bao. I don't know. I don't know how many events there were, but he definitely won the first one. I know that for a fact, right? Yeah, see, T knows exactly. Yo, he was everywhere. It was insane. That shit made no sense. And Bao plays Bison. I have no idea who this guy is. But if he got this far in a tournament, Maybe he was blessed by a bracket. Maybe CFN gods were on his side. I don't know. But let's watch a couple rounds of this to see. Oh man, G, we're going ape shit. Yeah, he's super aggressive. Yeah, he will gamble. That's how he plays. But then he has these really weird like moments of where he'll play really solid. But his muscle to play solid for a long period of time, it's not really there, you know? He'll play like in bursts like this for a longer period of time than he can play patient. Yeah, SKZ was Southeast Asia. Him and Cien. Does he EXDP? No, he didn't. Okay. Shocker. Damn. Bison? Goddamn. See right there, what he could have did was an OS. He should have did an OS. If he did a OS like jump forward, then he could have air-to-aired him and killed him. So yeah, that was a pretty a Bison round. That was very interesting as a whiff punish. I mean, I don't think he meant to do that on purpose, but... Woo! Look at that gray health. No! Where's your DP? Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Lucky fireball. Oh my. Akuma teams. Good shit. That was really good. See? Good awareness. Wowzers. Wowzers. Yeah, that was really good, right? That's the Zaffarino special. That was good shit. Oh man. See, that was so he's very mindful of like what the influence of his behavior is, right? Because think about it. Previous situation, he does this and he looks for this, right? Bison still has a bar, right? And now this increases the chances of him, you know, surprising him, because for one, he punished the dash after the EX fireball, right? Bison has the EX fireball again, right? I don't think he was trying to read EX fireball. I think he was just trying to be like a surprise factor, right? And it was a perfect opportunity to do that, because the previous instance where he backdashes, he looked for the dash up after the EX fireball, he XTPs through it. That type of a situation is going to have lingering effects on your opponent. So for him to commit to backdash and then immediately do this, this shows there's like intention behind it. There's like a decisiveness. There was no like, unless he was looking for something during the backdash, which I doubt, he was definitely trying to take advantage of the fact that this Bison player was like kind of on tilt, possibly because of the previous situation that he punished, right? And then boom. So that was pretty good. He knew what he was doing. Look how ready he was. He did the EX palm very early so that his hitbox came out before the EX stomp hitbox came out. So that was very sharp. Nice. So he has a really good feel for the jump-in aspect of footsies. He knows like when that heavy attack is coming. You know, Bison players like to buffer heavies, or they like to do the random blast to build meter. Oh, what? That was crazy. Oh man. Yep, nice reversal. Oh, he could have landed and DP'd that. I think. Maybe if he didn't cancel it, he would have blocked, but I don't know. It looked kind of weird. Yeah, he's running through him. Damn.
My vision. Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, good chase down. See, he's very, very alert about Bison's options in those type of situations. The backdash is really strong against Bison at the tip of his pressure because it forces Bison to start doing this, right? So EX scissor kick into Psycho Axe into Psycho Axe, button into Psycho. He's forced to do that because he doesn't have great walk speed, right? But then if he goes for shit like this, he now has a massive, what is this, a 15 frame window for you to do whatever you want. So if you're aware of it, you can fuck this up. You could even stand jab react to this. You don't have to commit to a medium. You can stand jab, especially if you have like a 3-frame poke. Stand jab is really strong defensively against this. Right, but he caught his backdash though. So the Bison player has that presence of mind. He knows what the counters are to his typical run-of-the-mill Bison shit. So that's pretty good that he was aware of that. Right? But at that range, you see, this is why backdash is so good, because he couldn't convert into anything. So if you didn't know this, now you know. This is one of the best options that you can do against Bison. If you block those max distance scissor kicks like he did here. Right? And that wasn't even max distance. That was actually a little bit inside of max distance. But look, he still didn't get anything. But of course, things that are going to factor into that are like your dash distance, your dash speed, right? So some characters will be a little bit closer. So then he would be able to punish. But if you have a character like an Akuma who is a faster and maybe, well, I don't think his backdash actually goes that far. So maybe like a Cammy or a Chun-Li would be able to abuse it even more. Yo, what up, Darren? Nice backdash. See, like, G1 knows he's very alert of these situations. Like, backdashing here, look at the pushback, right? The only thing that he can really do at this range is, like, commit to something crazy like a Psycho Axe. Maybe stay in roundhouse to crush counter you, but it's not the end of the world if he does that. Because I don't think this is too... I don't know how advantageous the situation is that close. Because it depends on when he hits you with the sweep, right? Try to backdash. Yikes. So you can't backdash crouching strong into stand medium kick because that's a 2-frame frame trap. Crouching medium punch is +3 on block, and then stand medium kick is a 5-frame poke, so that's a 2-frame gap. So that's why the backdash got hit. So it's a pretty strong poke to be doing. You can't jump, you can't backdash. So if you can't backdash, then you can't jump because there's no jump that's faster than 3 frames in this game. The fastest possible jump is a jump forward, and it's 3 frames at best for a majority of the cast. And then it only gets slower from there, right? So neutral jump and back jump are 4 frames. That it takes for you to be airborne, right? Dead. Okay. All right. So I see Jiwa just kind of going through him, you know. If not much has changed. I mean, you never know, of course, right? But it just seems not necessarily like it's a stylistic matchup, but I just don't see at this current level that I'm seeing from the grand finals. Maybe he watches it and gets better. I would hope so. I mean, that's what we do as players, right? But it just seemed like Jiwa had how do I explain this? He has such a inkling for the strategic rotations of Bison in general, you could just tell. Because he was doing very Bison-specific counters that I don't know if Bao will be comfortable or competent enough to be aware of those things in those situations where he's desperate. You know, and those situations where you're desperate are where you're easily manipulated because you're emotional. So I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with this, especially online, man. You know, I don't know how their connection is. So there's that. That's another variable. But I see G-Will winning. I see G-Will winning this set. All right. Next match. SKZ and Cien. Let's what? Oh, maybe I should just do the day one. Nah, I'll just go across. I don't give a fuck. All right. SKZ versus Cien. Let's check this out. All right. So they played at Street Fighter League. They played a merit match. And that's what we're going to watch right now.
What he did?
Let's watch this. Okay, so they're both playing the mirror match.
Yeah,
so mirror matches, traditionally, they're like kind of their own universe. You can be the best with a character, but yeah, I'm gonna watch game 2. You can be the best with a character, right? But you can be poor at the mirror match because there are certain things that like. That are there's these weird like principles that apply where you're always at the same exact range as your opponent, which is kind of fucking weird when you think about it. No matter what I do, we're at the same exact range because we're in a mirror match, right? We're playing the same character, so it kind of mind fucks you. Like, damn, when I'm trying to be outside of a range of something, he's also outside of range of something by nature. So the variable that you then have to focus on is how do I get them to play into my rhythm? Not the spacing. You see what I'm saying? So that's why certain players that are just naturally gifted at like rhythm, they're better at the mirror match. Whereas the player that might be better at spacing might suffer because he's so used to having superior spacing that when you're equal, it's like, oh shit, right? Unless of course like if the other player's spacing is drastically like weaker than his, you know, where it's like they're not aware of their own tool set, that's different. You know? But if the player is competent enough to like not do the to not fall for you know, lack of discipline and stuff like that, or little tricks in terms of spacing, they don't whiff often, then it's like it comes down to rhythm recognition, right? And being able to impose yourself. So that's that operates outside of spacing. All right, so now let's watch this.
Strangest to danger.
I like that call out. That's a very smart point, right? Like in those situations, sometimes you can play a little more
rhythm at this point.
You
Look
know
at this.
that they're looking for you to activate. SKZ pointing out like, hey, he didn't do that. He literally just took the ground.
So these two are playing each other.
Based off of reason.
Obviously, you guys know Cien, right? I don't know why I didn't do the introduction for the players. My bad. But as you know, Cien, of course, right? Former Evo champion, one of the best players in the world, still to this day. He's like the tech specialist, you know, but he also comes up with really dope strategies, unique approaches to matchups. He is definitely a leader in the community because he pushes boundaries. He lifts up his community, and that's stuff that I admire about him as a person. These are the type of players that, you know, when we have in our community, we're headed in the right direction, right? SKZ, I don't think I ever heard of him until he won the Southeast Asia CPT event, the first one. He played Seth, so he was like the face of Seth at that point because he won, right? He beat Chuan's Guile in grand finals, I believe.
That like, off the initial encounter,
so he's no
prior
slouch.
to Street Fighter League, I imagine, right? They've had a good amount of time to play against each other.
Or just even in this match alone, right? Like they make those guesses based on what they've seen the opponent do in previous rounds, matches, whether it be years, months, weeks, days. They think about that. Jumping completely with still.
So remember what I was saying about the mirror match and how it's weird. Like if you have like similar strength in spacing, then it really comes down to rhythm. SKZ's spacing, I think, is significantly worse than Cien's, so that's why Cien kind of just takes advantage of him. Because you see, he whiffs a lot.
And Cien,
he whiffs a lot of pokes.
Once again, with the Seth play.
I like that.
And because he's constantly whiffing, and Cien is, he's really mobile and moving around, shit like that, he's now locked into animations, while Cien is free-flowing and able to do whatever he wants, you know?
I see what you did there, Steve.
Dang, you have to point it out, huh? I like to leave those there, you know, let them marinate a little bit. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Dash punches. FE skill 2.
Oh,
I like how we're seeing both sets of Seth on display right now. Wake up EXDP. This is how we saw SKZ get that momentum back at first. Didn't get the round.
the counter hit conversion yet again.
Yes.
This man's a sniper.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
That was so
Okay.
like. That was so convincing.
Momentum back at first. Seth on display. If he skill 2,
Just
a little bit.
let's watch an earlier
Ooh.
match.
Match. Who would
Up. Let's see what happens.
That happened so fast.
Who would have thunk it, Steve? V-Skill 1
You're
on the
damn right,
side
Dan.
of SKZ successfully gets it installed. Cien rocking 2-on-2. V-Skill 2 and Trigger 2, that is. Uppercut? No. I get that. Very weary of the axe kick. And I think that crouching heavy kick is a great tool to kind of counter against the axe kick. Ooh, yeah, get big on him. Building a little meter for himself. I like that too. SKZ optimizing the situation so far with the life lead and playing it at a very patient pace.
Oh, nice.
Great
That was
interruption
sick.
with the Twin Fang. Forward fierce. Dash up twice for the Oki and the corner control now. Cien again, the counter hit confirms. I'm telling you, Steve, this man has it.
You
If he could
definitely
do it
saying
in the
that.
online sphere, he could definitely do it here.
Okay, EX, here comes SKZ. Don't count him
on,
out yet.
come
The
on.
crouch jab to stop the dash ups. No, you were right. I can tell you guys right now. Vicious literally said the other day, he's like, yo, this guy Cien can confirm the crouch jab into
Not
the
yeah.
Twin
See,
Fang
Cien's
all
just
the
too ready,
time.
man.
My gosh. That stand roundhouse, the perfect answer for the axe kick.
So you know what's funny is
My
so this situation happens a lot with Seth players that I've noticed is so you know how you're crouching, right? If dive kick hits you crouching, it's more plus, right? It's +2. Sometimes what happens is people stand up late, right? So even though it looks like they're standing, they technically block it late, so that you still get the +2, which is pretty fucked up. So I think that's why Cien did the jab here, because of the late crouching to standing situation, or at least that's what it looked like, right? Because he sees he's crouching, right? So in his head, he thought, oh, he should be good, right? And I think he presses jab. Let's see. Yeah, see, he tried a jab, and he got hit. So all because he was crouching while he did it. So that's a way that you can kind of bait Seth players into trying to press afterwards. At least the smart Seth players, is because they know about that, right? And a lot of people, myself included, I would get hit out of that situation because I would go to stand block, but I'd do it too late, and then they're actually registering the frame data as if I was still crouching, because I'm later in the active frames technically, right? So it still gives them that plus situation. So this is something that you can do to
That
take
stand roundhouse,
advantage
the
of that.
perfect answer for the axe kick. SKZ firing right back, trying to control the pace. Just about tied up here. Try to find. See, look, I like the spacing that SKZ is holding at, just in case the axe kick comes by. He's catching it on recovery to get a normal. But once he's close up, then Cien starts to fire right back. The hands.
Ugh.
Oh, nice.
Dead.
Just
You're
walk back,
dead.
staggered, crouching, medium
Oh,
punch.
no, he's alive.
His first
He's alive.
game is looking pretty solid for Cien.
Wait, what?
He missed the stun punish.
This is not good. And V-Trigger 1 on top of that.
Yo, man, come on, you gotta DP
No
that.
fear in his heart.
Yep. No, what are you doing, man?
Oh,
Oh,
He
no.
tried it.
why didn't he convert off of that? That was guaranteed stand strong. Target comp, he's dead. That's a damn shame.
Axe kick.
SKZ.
Oh, no.
He tried it.
Yeah, that was you know he was already in a very defensive mindset because of this. So this is important as a player, is when you play specific people, you need to be mindful of what success does to their mind. Like, what does success mean to them and what does failure mean to them? Because Cien is a naturally defensive player. So when you do something successfully, he's more likely to chill. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas somebody like somebody very aggressive like a Takamura, right? They're more likely to do the aggressive option, a backdash, a jump, a mash, because they see and interpret success and failure differently, right? So when he hits him with the counter hit right here, right, and then he goes for this, he should have already known, like, Cien is going to lag a little bit because of that crouching jab. In his head, he's still probably thinking about, oh, shit, I made a mistake. You see what I'm saying? So that it makes sense why he didn't do anything here. See, he was still in a defensive mind. He crouch blocked here, like he's just chilling. Okay. Something to keep in mind. Okay, so yeah, I would have Seth. I'd have Cien winning. In that run back of a run back. Like, how many Seth mirror matches have we seen on Capcom Fighters in like the past 3 months? It's kind of crazy. And we're about to watch another one. But yeah, Cien, I think, just more experienced player. Stronger spacing. He's more mindful of certain intricacies of influence. You know, that I think SKZ's kind of lacking at the moment. So I have Cien winning that matchup. Of influence, you know, that I think SKZ's kind of lacking at the moment. So I have Cien winning that matchup. Okay, so next, who we got? Let's see. Yeah, Angry Bird versus Big Bird. Okay. So Angry Bird versus Big Bird. I don't know how it goes. Like, they seem to kind of have like this back and forth. They're training partners, right? So it's like it can go either way, right? Depends on who's just playing better that day, because they know each other in and out. They both hail from the same region. I believe Big Bird's from Algeria, and I think Angry Bird's from Jordan. I think so. I'm pretty sure. All right. They're both training partners, both on the same team. They play a lot, level up together. All that good jazz, all right? Okay. Look at this. Already, both of them committing to big moves. Off rip. You see Angry Bird does the neutral jump? Oh.
I felt like that last match was so explosive.
So he does the neutral jump. And we saw Big Bird. I was kind of mind-fucked because the cameras were, like, delayed. I was like, what the hell? So Big Bird did the Crouching Fierce walk-up. All right. It's interesting. Angry Bird tried a neutral jump. Probably expecting Mixer. Light Punch Mixer or something like that. They just play each other so much, so you know their mind games go, like, to the 5th dimension.
I felt like that last match was so explosive. It was more, I thought it was
nice. See, that's how you know they know each other, because you see that? Look at that. How are you going to know he's going to dash that early in the set? Nice.
Oh, I like the check. And it's so tough to chase him in the air, because he has the option of getting out with the wall jump. Right? Both of these characters do, actually.
I'm about to say, like,
very interesting that he had the jump back as an option.
So clean on that stand strong, converting into the sweep.
And you can tell he's aware of the wall jump get out because he's just walking.
Oh, what the hell?
That way, if he does go for a cross up, at least he doesn't have to worry about blocking it. Great tech, keeping that mid-screen battle stand light kick. Oh no.
Oh, was that not plus?
Angry Bird in trouble. He was so lucky. If he would have quit.
Yo, Ryan, what's up? That's funny because you play both characters.
Fake switch up. Big Bird.
A little overzealous on the switch there from Angry Bird, unfortunately. But here comes Big Bird, first round of game 2.
Oh, that jump medium punch. Looking for a confirm right there. I can tell you right now, Zeku has like some really.
All right, so let me rewind it. Let's see what changed from the open compared to last round. So last round, we saw Angry Bird did neutral jump. Big Bird did walk up, crouching fierce. Let's see what changes. Ah, interesting. That's so funny. So like, these players have so much experience, right, with their characters in these situations because they've played each other so many times, right? That they're, you know how like me with anti-airs, how I could just anti-air without thinking about it? These guys can adjust like that. So they could see things in the middle of committing to things and be like, oh, let me do this instead. That's basically what happened here, right? Where Angry Bird does flip. He sees that he didn't commit to anything yet. And he ends it with a early, overhead kick, whatever the hell that flip kick is called. And then now look what happens. All right, now he basically overextends. He doesn't get the punish, though. But that's still pretty good shit.
For a confirm right there.
Does he do the walk back dash? Oh, he doesn't do it.
Weird, like jump arc moves. His jump medium kick is just a weird animation, so it gives him like a little sway back. Nice side switch using the
Oof.
V-shield.
Damn!
Yeah, he's
Supposed to stun? Oh, the 3-framer saved his life.
okay. Dash up, stand medium punch, confirmed.
Oof.
Oh man, he threw his.
They just know the situations.
Dash up, stand medium punch.
He's like, I know this isn't real. You cannot do this. That's really good. That's some good shit. That's really good. Look at that. What's up, Double O? Yo, Joe, what's cracking, bro? Yeah, he does a lot of stun. What up, Funk Master?
Oh man, he threw his own.
Yo, he just dashed up again and threw him. Wow, what a scumbag.
Oh man, he threw his own tornado.
That
with
was actually
disrespect.
so good. It was smart. That way you can block it, dissipate the V trigger, and then.
That's so
start your
cheap
offensive
though. Like,
punch.
he's right, but he's wrong. Like, this is so fucked up. That's so crazy. But imagine when you have V-shift, you just V-shift out of the situation. I just V-shift and be like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm not blocking this. What up, Kiltrosity? What's up, Mr. X?
Oh man, he threw his own tornado.
That
with
was actually
disrespect.
so good. It was smart. That way you can block it, dissipate the V trigger, and then start your offense again. Angry Bird getting into position. Oh, full CA available.
Yeah, so Zeku has one of the fastest. He's tied with the fastest V reversal in the game. Him, Chun, Ken, Zangief, I believe are all 15 frames. But they don't knock down. So that's like the trade-off. Right?
But we need to be careful with those jumps now. Crouching heavy punch. He's fishing right now. He's
Yo,
fishing right
Joey's
now.
stupid.
He's definitely fishing right now. He can close out properly. He doesn't want to use any of the meter. But if he gets to confirm, he's going to use the EX. Not dead just yet, but this mix-up could be death.
Up.
Oh
Nice
my
block.
God.
block.
That was so smart. He walked towards the corner.
Look how aware they are,
Jumps
man. This
out.
is honestly, I think this is gonna go either way.
Oh
This
my
set,
God. That was so smart.
see how
He walked
aware he
towards
is.
the corner. Mix-up could be death.
Up.
Even in a scramble, he's still like I said, like having that ability to divert. That's such a important skill in this game, is to be able to divert, because scrambles happen so quickly. You know, I wish I could do that with dashes. Like, if I could do that with dashes, I'd be so much stronger at the game. I can do it with jumps though. Like with jumps, like if people try to scramble jump, I don't think about it. I just DP it. But dashes, it's like I gotta train that muscle. But
Oh my
but yeah, look
God.
at this.
That was so smart. He walked.
Like, he does a delayed jab, mind you, right? So he's in this defensive mindset, but he still has the presence of mind to be like, oh, I'm gonna jump forward out of that. That's so good. That's so good.
Corner, jumps out, dash up, eats a medium punch. Yo, Big Bird.
Just outside of each other's ranges, the medium kick is trying to close it out for Big Bird.
Yo,
No
that
answer.
medium
There's a stand
punch,
jab
the
instead.
anti-air
Oh
standing
my!
jab.
I actually man, I thought that was gonna clip him. I thought Angry Bird was dead. I was like, Big Bird's gonna get this jump in, jump.
Okay, what do they do start of the match? Okay, so the opening gambits were Angry Bird neutral jumped, Big Bird walked up and did crouching fierce. The second round, Angry Bird did the flip into the kick. Big Bird tried to air, and he whiffed. So now, I see Big Bird chilling, and then maybe Angry Bird will dash up. That's just my guess. I don't know. Let's see.
Is coming in hot for
Oh, okay. So he backdashed. So it's kind of the opposite. Okay.
Big Bird's gonna get this jump in, jump fierce. Is coming in
Oh, no, he did chill. Okay, so he did wait.
hot.
And then Angry Bird backdashed. Okay, interesting.
EX gets the knockdown instantly. You see that? Instantly goes to
Good
young
buffer.
Zeku. Nobody likes the old man.
All right, so
Stand
you see
instantly.
that delay
You
right
see
there?
that? Instantly goes to
See that delay? These are the moments that like really separate players, is your ability to immediately perceive that they didn't pressure and then taking your turn back. Because if you don't take your turn back, this
young
happens.
Zeku. Nobody likes the old man. Stay in the nursing home. We're gonna go to this young guy. Got a little pep in the step. I can get across the screen faster, you know.
Nice.
I like that. Delaying the input just in case they
Bad jump.
use the wall
Now
jump.
look.
But here we go. Puts himself in the corner, goes straight.
Oh
to
my
the
goodness,
ball.
terrible jump. That was a really bad jump.
But here we
I don't think that was
I
worth it.
like that. Delaying the input.
Because look how fast his walk speed is. He just walked underneath him. Amazing punish. This is a great punish. Remember, punishing people, you don't always have to land damage. You could just simply put them in a worse situation. This is a far better punish than doing jab anti-air. Right? Because if you do jab anti-air, who gives a shit? You're still in the corner. Right? You're still in the corner. Doesn't do much damage anyways, and it's mad risky. Whereas this, it's pretty much guaranteed because if he crosses you up by some chance, right, which you know he's not going to do because the range he jumped at. He's jumping to hit you. He's not jumping to cross you up. He's jumping to hit him, right? Hence the jump fierce. So if somebody tries to jump and hit you, not cross up, it increases the chances of your walk under working. You know what I'm saying? Sagat can't really walk, but he can dash. And it works. It actually works. It's legit.
Use the wall jump. But here we go. Puts himself in the corner, goes straight
Big
to the palm.
conversion,
Raw
big
CA,
damage as
that's
well.
big damage.
He's still living. He's still
Is
living.
he? Yeah, he's still alive.
Walk up, check with the low medium kick. Big Bird firing away immediately after. V-trigger is on deck. The comeback
Good whiff
can't happen.
punish. All right. So, I wonder what the score is. Let me fast forward and see what the score was of the set.
How did he make it through? Can we talk about that?
What? Do we get a replay feature on that?
Damn, Angry Bird won. He won 4-3. That's funny. All right, so, yeah, see, even this set, like, Angry Bird went up 2-0 as we saw, and Big Bird still was able to storm back, you know, and tie it up to the point where it was last match, last game. These guys are being training partners. They understand each other. Like, it can go either way. I'm going to give the nod to, I'm going to say Big Bird. I think Big Bird will squeeze it out. You know, maybe he'll just kind of do something a little different, you know, keep a ace up his sleeve just to kind of throw him off or something like that. You know, it's very difficult when you have a training partner because it takes a lot of, like, introspection. You have to really understand the scope of your decisions and your strategy so that way you can see exactly how you get exploited. And then you have to think in a completely different world that you're accustomed to because this player knows how you think. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that he's going to pick Zeku. I don't think he's going to pick Seth. But, yeah, I say Big Bird. I'm gonna say Big Bird wins the exhibition. All right. Who we got next? We got Mandrake versus CJ Truth. So they don't have a match against each other on YouTube. So we'll just watch a couple rounds of CJ.
Going into the next match, we have CJ Truth
against against Kaba.
Attention.
And then we'll watch Mandrake versus, who did Mandrake play in this? Oh, versus Metro M. Yeah, we could watch that.
To the mayhem that's about to unfold.
All right, so let's check this out.
Already starting off with the regular game plan. Riot just going off with those Sonic Booms to kind of test CJ Truth. Man, that had a lot of range to
So
it.
CJ Truth hails from Florida. Mandrake also lives in Florida, right? I don't know if they play each other often. I know they've played each other over the years. I don't know if they play a lot more recent. But, you know, since they're in the same region, it would probably make sense that they play more often than not, especially because they're both high-level players. Cammy definitely has the advantage in this matchup, and it's one of Urian's harder matchups. One of the few in the game that, you know, Urian probably loses. CJ is very exceptional at anti-airing, right? But Mandrake doesn't really jump like that unless he plays a strong zoner, which is understandable, right? But in grounded matchups, Mandrake he's so good, man. He's ridiculous. He's really strong, and I think his V-trigger Urian game is like the best in the business. I think it's even scarier than Nemo's. Right? I've played both. I think Mandrake's V-triggers, he's just, once he went to Asia and practiced, he was his V-trigger game just like went up exponentially. All right. But yeah, in a matchup where he doesn't really feel the need to jump, he can fight Cammy on the ground. You know, he can fireball her when she doesn't have meter. His biggest thing is going to be, you know, the dive kicks, right? But I think it'll be a very interesting set. But yeah, let's watch some of this.
Good for fishing out those counter hits, as well as just making you play really uncomfortable, no matter how close you are. Kaba, I feel like it's the opposite. Can pressure you into making bad decisions up close. Loves doing that upside down kick. Loves doing it. It's one of the tools I feel like has some of the most range when it comes to Kaba. You see the fake booms there with the medium punches.
And you know why he's doing that, right? He is baiting out CJ Truth to kind of see if he can spiral arrow through it. That is exactly it. Waiting for it. Caught Kaba at the very tail end of it, right? So we didn't get to cash out on a lot of damage. Did get a knockdown and a little bit of a favorable positioning towards the corner.
Yeah, momentum is definitely
nice.
in favor of CJ Truth right
He
now.
could have got the bar for super if he did stand strong, stand fierce.
Everybody is hold that CA and gets ready for the chip out. Look at this right now. If you need to be careful.
Nice. Yeah, he has really good reactions. Once he gets meter, that becomes like his focus.
The CJ Truth doesn't matter is you don't test that young man's reactions. Don't let the beard fool you. He can barely drink chocolate milk. He's a baby, okay? He's really not a baby. He's an adult. I'm just saying.
He's got more facial hair than I do combined on my entire head.
I was about to say he definitely has more hair on his face than you do on your head.
Keep it down, all right? That wasn't a joke, all right?
Just an observation.
Yeah, that's all.
Stop testing those reactions.
Getting the side switch as well, applying that pressure, a lot of plus frames, and once he has to disengage. Oh, nice check and confirm. Low, medium kick, forward throw. Where's the meaty? Crouch strong instead, applying all this pressure against Kaba.
Yeah, that's a thing that he likes to do, which I'm gonna fucking start taking advantage of when I play him again. Is he does a lot of negative poke into backdash.
Against Kaba. Get off me. Oh boy, that's a stun.
Which is strong because a lot of zoning players, like when you give them that breathing room, they have the habit of wanting to start fireballing again, right? So there's very little risk of him doing this. You know, like he would have to EX fireball to punish this, essentially, right? Because the low forward is minus, I think it's like -4, right? I think it's -4. And then that adds whatever the the negative frames, adds that to the total animation of the backdash, right? So if he does something like an EX fireball, it's -3. Okay, so now her dash is 25 frames, and then EX fireball is so fast with Guile that I think it would very likely hit in this situation, but he would have to know that. But the thing is, again, like, you're not thinking of that. You're thinking of fireballing to establish yourself again, right? Not fireballing to hit, to strike. You see, there's a difference. There's a different quality of focus behind that. Kaba's trying to fireball to get comfortable again, but in this situation, it requires him to actually try to hit Cammy instead if he's going to punish. He doesn't have to. He could just literally let her do that and just dash out the corner or something like that, right?
Kaba, get off me. Oh boy, that's a stun.
Okay. So next.
Capcom Cup spot.
And I know you meant.
Yeah, they just nerfed the costume. Discipline.
Let's watch some Mandrake. Wait, didn't he go down like 2-0? Yeah, he did go down 2-0.
He's enticing you to make a move. He goes, this way. I didn't even know.
Back in, right? Trying to go for the reach.
All right, let's see.
He built
Yeah,
himself
he was
the
down
gauge
2-0. That's crazy.
right after. So we're trying to see if he's going to be overzealous with his opening, or is Mandrake just going to step on the gas?
Oh, tries to throw that back throw. Definitely would have stunned and probably would have killed afterwards. But Metro M surviving for now. He's going to activate his V trigger as well. Oh, the meaty slice with the claw. Switch sides. Oh, the cross up. He's just presenting this pace that's so hard to get track of. Mandrake now stunned. He is fully loaded on resources though, so if he gets a chance to play, he can make the most of it. Just raw activation. I like that.
Oh, just raw.
Wow.
Oh, visibility go through the mirror.
Oh, that's wow. That was.
He has super on deck. Oh, doesn't even spin it.
That was kind of weird as shit.
Activation.
I don't think he's ever been in this situation.
Just raw.
Yeah, he's never been in this situation because he tried to slide after this. I would have not slid. Hell no. I'd be like, nah, fuck that shit.
Go to the mirror.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, push down. He has away from any for any of Urian's anti-airs. Maybe Coral Punch would have reached there, but again, you really have to judge depending on the spacing with Urian when it comes to anti-air. So hard to get there.
Okay.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right too. And it's a hard thing to even try to keep track of what they're doing on the ground, and then all of a sudden have the anti-air.
Yes. Definitely not easy.
Okay.
Ball game again.
So
And just set it up for the enhanced
let's see.
fireball, right?
So he's not. Oh, he's using V skill too. He's probably using that for Aegis. To get out of those situations. But if Vega doesn't have V skill 1 and you have a projectile, man, you got to go to town against this character. Because even if he does V skill 2, he'll get hit by the fireball if the fireball's slow enough. What's up, Chris? I've heard Urian players say this shit's annoying. But then it's Urian, so it's like, how bad could it really be, right? How bad could it really be? 13, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You know, what is that? CYB KNG, or I think it's Cyber King, maybe. I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Cardiaxis, thank you for the follow. RD Chun, thank you for the follow. JM Bramble, appreciate it, guys.
Ooh, perfect spacing on that, just out of Vega's farthest normal.
But I know it was definitely lagging when they were playing.
Oh, okay. Let's see these mix-ups afterwards. Oh, we got the high mirror. Wait a minute.
Oh, that was cheap.
And then the V reversal afterwards. Very well done by Metro on the defensive side. And now, yeah, man.
See, he has so many. Look at how many how studious Mandrake is, right? This situation was so subtle, right?
Oh, we got
He does this. He could have just done delay throw, right? But watch what he does. He walked backwards, right? He walked backwards and then tried to throw. Okay? That's possibly, you know, in case he tries to, like, delay tech or some shit, right? Whatever. And then this would have gave him crouching fear. This is, like, Mandrake is so optimal in this situation. It's beautiful. Like, he knows how to capitalize on Aegis. That's what makes him so scary, you know?
a minute.
Good tag, and then the V reversal afterwards. Very well done by Metro on the defensive side. And now, yeah, Mandrake's gonna have to bring this back the hard way, right? No V trigger available. Only one EX bar as well. Oh,
I think that V skill's only -6.
that would have been a huge way to bring it back in, right? Try to
So
go for the
Urian can't
charge
punish
here.
it. If it was -7, he could EX tackle it, but oh, good shit.
No. Vega's walk speed, please.
Yeah, he does have good walk speed for sure. Whoa.
Dang, he's enticing you to make a move. He goes, this way. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm trying to bait him in.
And he's kind of like teasing the range to kind of tell Mandrake, he's like, yeah, you can try to go for V-skill too. Don't worry, I won't hit you. Classic bad guy spiel. Oh, you're fine. It's okay.
So that's supposed to go over Fireball, I'm assuming.
And then you're
That's why he keeps doing it.
to their monologue on some train track. Like, what? How'd I get here?
As they twist their mustache. This is facts.
Yo, that V
Facts
skill
is
2
life.
is so annoying. Oh my god.
Oh, I like that.
Especially considering what Urian wants to do. He wants to, like, get into that pressure range, but then it's like, V skill! And you're like, wait, what? You know, because a lot of Urian's offense is, like, premeditated, right? Like, he doesn't really react to things because he's a charge character, so he's just committing to shit, right? Like how you saw him do, what did he do? He did, like, crouching strong, and then walk back EX tackle, like, stuff like that. It's because he's a charge character, you know?
It's on the normal, but
Oh, shit, Jimmy with the raid. Woo-wee! Goodness gracious. What's going on, everybody? My European brethren. What's cracking, guys? Hope you had a good stream. Thank you. Everybody come through. Come sit. Come hang out. Come chill. You know what I'm saying? Go from one shoto to another. We will treat you well, I promise. What's going on, guys? I'm Zaf. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome, welcome. I like Street Fighter. I've been playing it for, like, it's about to be 11 years in August. I've been traveling and competing for like about 9. It's about to be 9 years. I play Sagat. If you don't know, I've won NLBC twice with Sagat in tournaments that featured Punk and IDOM. So pretty proud of those accomplishments, especially playing Sagat online. It's not the fucking easiest thing to do. Playing Sagat is not the easiest thing to do, right? And then you add in the offline nonsense, and then you add in V-triggers and priority buttons and 15-frame dashes. It's not the funnest experience, but we somehow made it happen. But yeah, the whole theme of my stream is, you know, growth inside, outside the game. So I try to approach it from a life perspective, so that way you guys get better as people, and then, you know, in the game and vice versa, because I feel like the game is a reflection of us as people, your temperaments, your discipline, your patience, your empathy, skills, your rhythm recognition, all that stuff shows up on the screen. So I try to help people level up, you know, as people, so that way it's a win-win situation. It's not just something that you can only, you know, utilize in the game. I want you to walk away and, you know, get your interviews, you know, and maybe, you know, figure out that one thing about your business that just is troubling you and shit like that. That's basically what I'm trying to do here, you know. Delhi. No, not necessarily. But it's kind of like, you know, a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle isn't a square. That's what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't necessarily mean like, hey, if you're not good at this, that means you're really not good at this. No. But it's just that there are things that are transferable, you know? All right, so today's stream, what we're doing is we are doing predictions for the Capcom Cup exhibition. All right, so right now we are on Mandrake versus CJ Truth. So we're just watching rounds of each player as I talk about them, their background and stuff like that, and talk about little things that they demonstrate, character or player personality types that show up in the game, stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. So
Medium
back to the game.
normal, so recovered pretty decently.
So Mandrake, V-trigger games
I was gonna say, as
typically
long
on
as there's a
point.
mirror
Damn, he got
chance,
bodied there.
Metro managed to navigate out of that situation entirely.
No
This is
V-trigger?
initially, and then V-reversal.
How does he win
Or just
this?
V-reversal, excuse me.
How does he win this? Oh my goodness.
Long distance and
He
the
doesn't
forward
win
throw.
it.
Wild ride on a bumpy road
He
indeed,
doesn't
for
win it.
sure. Mandrake striking first blood, getting that low medium punch conversion. The sit down with the roundhouse, I like that.
I love the roundhouse, man. It's so good.
It's clean.
Okay, he doesn't
blesses you
V-skill
with
right
the
away.
shield.
Very aware. Yeah, there you go.
He blesses you with the blessings.
But Metro M was ready for it.
Big
Oh, so much damage.
That's so nice.
Oh, almost close to start.
Woo. Oh yeah, that does lose the throw.
Mandrake
Damn, you
full force,
didn't block that?
unfazed by
I
what
feel like that
Metro's
overhead's so easy to
been
block.
doing in that first set. My man came out so win.
You don't have to guess. You just react to it.
Yeah, very well done by Mandrake. Oh, buffers? Buffers? Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to get him to do something.
I like this version of Mandrake. A lot more active on the movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the lag at this point. Mandrake was getting annoyed.
Fireball. Ooh, gets him to do that. Yeah, he'll at least get the dash and right, start applying some pressure to go.
How long will it take Metro to start doing the same thing to follow suit?
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna crack.
He has the life lead. I mean, he's just going to be maintaining this position. You see a lot less movement coming from Mandrake in terms of going down and back, right? Slowly trying to inch his way forward. Sky High Claw still finds the mark. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Again, just too far for that type of setup, right? It was smart for Metro M to go with the neutral jump right there, not bring himself closer because Earrings are gonna look for that headbutt if you jump that fireball.
Frames. Off the target combo, decides to back off. He knows he's negative. He doesn't want to get anywhere near Vega towards the corner.
Whoa, that was a really good read. Shit. Okay. So for punishing Vega's V-skill too, you have a couple options. If you're close enough, obviously the closer you are fundamentally, the more options you have at your, you know, that you can take advantage of, right? You have leverage essentially. The further you are, the more limited your punishes are. That situation was really good because Metro M tends to V-skill after Crouching Strong. Crouching Strong's only 0 on block. I don't know if you guys know that. But please, if you have a 3-frame button, check this motherfucker. Don't let him do Crouching Strong into Crouching Strong or anything like that. Actually, you could even press your 4-frame and trade. Who cares? It's better you trade and you get pushed away from him, right? And then you could like jump away and you can't really do anything about it. Look at this. So he committed to this. This was good shit. That was really good shit. Because even if Metro M didn't cancel into the second phase of that V skill, which is the kick part, right? I'm assuming he saw him jump and he's trying to anti-air him. This isn't going to work because Mr. Urian's shake my hand move the hitbox hits so low, right? If he doesn't do anything, he gets block stun and now he's on top of Vega. So it's a win-win situation, essentially. The second that Metro M committed to this was a fucked up situation, essentially. Right?
Big jump in.
Reset as well. Now the knee drop. Oh no!
Oh, he didn't punish.
Unfortunately, he didn't. He did have V trigger to activate, so he just.
Oh, he didn't punish because of V trigger. I forgot about that.
Yuzuna drop.
About that gimmick.
Yeah, his way to safety. So long as there's a mirror inside.
And now it's scarier because Vega can actually convert from V trigger now.
For Mandrake, there's a chance.
Because before he could only get V trigger, but now he can do the EX Barcelona.
Oh, again using that projectile invulnerability. He's been super good at using those two moves. Oh, the sandwich is back.
Oh, what a shimmy! Goodness gracious, what a shimmy! Oh.
Using those two moves. Oh, the sand.
Ugh. See, like if you're going to tech, just delay up back. Delay up back is way wiser because if you think he's gonna throw, you jump away, right? Especially if you have a life lead, you just jump away, you get away from him. But when you delay tech, shit like this happens, and then you get bodied.
Oh my goodness.
You get fucked up. Okay, so remember that, guys. If you think it's better to just do delay up back, block OSs, you know what I'm saying? And then that way, like if he throws, you get away from him. It's very rare that they'll be able to punish that. He could have taken the throw too. Yeah, for sure. All right, so CJ versus Mandrake. I see CJ winning that just because of the matchup. Cammy versus Urian is not easy, and CJ has a really good history of playing Urian players. I'm pretty sure he beat Nemo. Did he beat? No, that was Alex Myers. I take that back. But that matchup is pretty rough for Urian. So I think the smart man's bet is on the player that has the advantage, and it's gonna be Cammy, especially in an online environment. But actually, I think the online environment would favor Urian more because he has so many safe on block special moves, whereas Cammy has to be very reactionary. But they play in the same region, so it shouldn't be too bad for them, right? So I would say CJ is gonna win that. Okay, so our next matchup is Rumors versus Somniac. They actually played in the Australia Grand Final CPT event. All right, so we're gonna watch that right now. All right, so Rumors plays Cody. Somniac has played Bison for years. I think they both played the same characters in Street Fighter 4. So Somniac was pretty solid. I remember watching him play in like Shadaloo Showdown and stuff like that. And Battle Arena Melbourne. No, that actually didn't happen. That got canceled, I think, before the first one. But yeah, I used to watch him play like in a lot of the Australia or like Southeast Asia events. I think he went to SEAM before also. Him with the other Australian players. So he's pretty strong. Rumors, I've never watched him play until this, and I was like, damn, this dude he's a Cody specialist. So this is a very interesting set. I don't know who wins this matchup. I know in the past it was Bison, but with the Cody buffs, I have no idea. I have no idea who wins this now. You know, maybe it's like slightly Bison's favor, but let's check this out.
Looks like I can have a little fun.
Round one.
What's up, Amir? How you doing? What's up, Hayato? Yeah, that would be me. I think it's me.
Fight.
You look like Dawson from Dawson's Creek. Yo, that's funny as shit. Yo, what the fuck? That is so accurate. God damn, this angle too. Like I just hit the arrow key and it brings me right to this. Yo, that is insanely precise, bro. Holy shit. Nah, that's crazy. I gotta pop this bad boy up. Oh my god, wait a fucking minute. That's crazy. Yo, that is insane. Holy shit. Hold up. I need a better picture. This is kind of... Oh my god, this is crazy. Bruh. What? Yo. That's insane. Yo, oh my, if I was him, I'd be hitting my lawyers up like, yo, you ever heard of that game, Fighter in the Streets, Cinco? Yeah, apparently they're using my likeness, and, a brother's been broke since 97, so, you know, I need to give me some cash. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Alright. Alright, let's see. Okay. Starts off the match with the jump. Ooh. So they're from the same region, right? So they probably got those player, you know, tendencies down and whatnot, right? Damn, he was aggressive as shit. You know a player is really aggressive when they commit to their shimmies. This dude was, he was just like card, bang, 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 bang. Like he just was committing. Like look at this. Like watch the shimmy, right? He just did like walk back, like slightly, I think. Yeah, and he just committed to it. Try to do crouching fierce. Yeah. So he didn't react to the stand. He was gonna just do it. If he was standing, then maybe I would have been like, all right, maybe he confused the standing with a tech, right? Which would make sense. But he kind of did it like this is just not. He didn't react to this. Obviously, he just committed to it, and he got thrown. What did we talk about earlier? See? So you know he has a Bison experience. Because remember what I said. Right? Max distance. Look at this. You see that? So what he has to do, Bison has to slide there. But why would Bison slide there if he doesn't have V-trigger, right? They might do it, don't get me wrong. But then it's like, whew, if I don't do anything, if I sit there and block, I'm praying for you, sir. The damage I'm about to inflict upon you, it's gonna look like Season 1 Street Fighter 5. Alright, so he kept it tight there. Wow, look at that. That was really good. I like that decision to go for the side switch. So even if he had blocked it, you know, he was protected by the block stun of this. Kinda. He still could have got air-to-aired, but the presence of mind, right? He just kind of panicked. He thought he was going to throw, I guess. I don't know. But, he could have air-to-aired this for sure. But the risk reward's not that scary, right? Bison doesn't have meter. If he does the air-to-air strong, it's not the end of the world. Right? But if he blocks it, now he gets pushed towards the corner. So this just worked out beautifully. See, again, he's committing. So this shows you the way he plays. If I see something like this, I know that especially in situations where I am ratcheting up like my fireball game, he's going to start committing to things. Those type of players, you can easily manipulate them, right? Because all you have to do is just dangle the gold watch in front of them. You give them a little bit of what they want, and then you watch them succumb to your mind games, right? So you have to know, like, what is it? What string do I pull as a puppeteer that will make you move a certain way, right? As you can see, evidenced by how quickly he's committing to things. See, again, a player that would have been looking for the delay, or for the tech, would have reacted, saw him jump, and been like, oh, I'm not going to whiff this. Because if I whiff this crouching fierce, now I'm locked into this animation, and I'm just wasting frames. This is wasted energy, right? Oof. I personally would have jumped because, think about it like risk reward, right? When you make a decision, you don't have to make the best decision all the time. It's the process of making the decision that's the most important thing. So a decision like that gets you what you want isn't always a good decision. It's a matter of how do you come about making that decision, right? So let's say in this situation, let's look at this as a context, right? not just a guess, but like look at the meters. Let's look at everything so that way we can understand how to make this decision. Bison is cornered. He just did V-Trigger activate, right? What's the worst possible thing that can happen here based off of life? If I get hit, he does a really beefy combo. It's not the end of the world. I'll probably take like 250 damage. It's not the end of the world. Maybe 250, 280, 300, even 300. Even if I lost 300 damage, I still have the life lead. It's not the end of the world, right? So what's the worst possible situation outside of damage? If we take away damage, right? One of the best ways to make decisions is to take away your initial impression, so that way you're forced to think about the decision. Let's take away the damage. What is now the worst possible thing that can happen? I want you guys in the chat to answer. What is the worst possible thing that can happen if you take away damage? Reset, stays in the corner. Come on, guys. I know you guys got working brains. I'm not giving you a fish. I'm going to teach you how to fish. Let's go. A disconnect. Getting cornered. Right. Okay. Okay. Throw. Command throw. Jump. Side switch. Teleport. Well, he doesn't have the V-Trigger 1, so he can't dash on the other side. But if it was V-Trigger 1, that would be a thing. Wasted your V-Trigger. Well, I'm saying from Cody's perspective, guys. So from Cody's perspective, what's the worst possible thing that can happen here? Command grab, damage, and Oki. Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, so back throw. Ding, 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 ding. Back throw is the worst possible thing that can happen. Let's go into this, right? Think about this. You get back thrown. He doesn't use any V-Trigger, right? You're now in the corner against Bison with V-Trigger 2 activated after a back throw, which typically gives you better Oki, right? It's kind of scary as shit. So it's definitely back throw, 100%. So in this situation, the best possible option for Rumors was to actually jump away. He didn't have to backdash, but he could jump away, or he could do, you know, delay backdash, OS, whatever. But it's definitely that. If he got hit, who cares? He's back mid-screen where he's showing he's doing a good job anyways. But the back throw is the scariest thing here, right? So think of it like that. This is why it's important to watch your replays, guys, because playing doesn't help you exercise the decision-making options. Because it happens so fast, what happens is, like in a real-life fight, you go off of your interpretation of how to survive, how to win. If somebody came at you with a weapon, depending on your experience, you're going to more likely lean towards certain actions, right? That's why you watch your replays, so that you can see the decisions that you typically make and what you possibly could do in situations that would be better for you. So in this situation, the board, the chessboard says, I have life advantage. He just activated V-Trigger. He's in the corner. You know, typically on top of that, we can then factor in, you know, V-Trigger activation on block tends to make people want to chill. Plus, I have life lead. So when you have life lead and you're in a V-Trigger activation, you're usually like, man, I'm going to take this. I'll take this throw. But that's where the back throw is the scariest thing, right? So that's why the worst option is to take a throw here. All right? It's actually better to get hit. So never look at situations as if there's like a cookie cutter answer. Like this is a one answer fits all type of shit, right? Because it all depends on context. This situation, it's different if you don't have the life lead and he can kill you with a combo. Then taking the command grab is probably your best choice of best course of action, because then you'll at least get a V reversal, right? So then that way, if you block a poke down the road that's heavy, you can V reversal and you go back to neutral, and it's not the end of the world. But you see shit like that, it changes, right? Yeah, Raven, what you gotta do, bro, is you gotta watch your matches. I'm telling you, visual exercise is very important as a fighting game player. You have to walk your brain through these situations, because when emotions surface, you're going to go off of muscle memory and experiences and biases from your past. You're going to go off of your perceived failures of your past, right? Oh, shit, I don't want to do this because I lost to this last time, so you panic, right? But that's what humans naturally do. We're very negative, we're negative-oriented creatures because of survival, fight or flight, stuff like that, right? But you got to train yourself through discipline to be more solution-oriented. Instead of avoiding things, applying things. You see what I'm saying? So, right, like Super Cholo said, you apply your strategy after the fight, not during it. But once you have created enough strategies and you've studied enough, you can start doing stuff on the fly that you've never thought of. That can happen. It's happened to me plenty of times. But you have to do your due diligence, right? You have to invest your time so that you get the greatest ROI out of your training experience. But if you keep going into ranked and keep playing the same way all the time, you're going to keep getting the same results. You're going to keep going off of that muscle memory. I'm telling you, with your brain, you have your two brains, right? You have your conscious and your subconscious. Consciously, when everybody's at their best, it's easy as shit to be like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, right? But then when emotions creep in, fear creeps in, hesitation, overthinking, how do you combat that? How do you combat that? You have to have a direction. You have to have a compass, right? But if you don't, you now succumb to your emotions. That's life. That's period, right? That's just period. In relationships, that's with you and your most challenging endeavors. If you don't have direction, you're gonna succumb. You will, absolutely 100%. You know what I'm saying? But it's scary because what tends to happen, and I want you guys to be very mindful of this, is like when you figure out a solution to something, the first thing we typically do is we go, why the fuck didn't I know this before, right? And then you start beating yourself up. You start punching yourself in the gut mentally. But that's natural. That's what we do. We always say, oh, I wish I had known this. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. We don't know everything. The first step to alleviating yourself from all this self-imposed stress is to be like, yo, I don't know all the answers. There are going to be times where I don't know shit, right? There are times, me playing Sagat, I don't know answers. I go watch another Sagat, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. That's good shit, right? Because I'm forever a student. And that's what excels you on the path of mastery, you know what I'm saying? Is to just be mindful of the tricks that we play on ourselves, our shortcomings, and then knowing those weaknesses gives us strength. It gives us power because then we know exactly where to strike on the board. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got a wooden board. You can't just punch it at a random spot. You got to know where to strike it to completely break clean right through it. You know what I'm saying? So why not know where to apply our effort? You see what I'm saying? You got to know exactly where to strike. Otherwise, you're just gambling. And why are we gambling? I think we deserve way more in life than to just gamble. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's that. Yo, Sanford, what up, big bro? Shouts to Sanford Kelly. Mantrox, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, guys. I know there's a lot of people in here. But let me say I appreciate everybody that came through. I appreciate your viewership and your investment of time, which is why I take this shit serious. If you are enjoying the stream, please follow me here. Follow me on my Twitter page, of course. It's Zaffarino1 across the board, all right? So also, my YouTube channel. It's pretty poppin'. I have a lot of concepts and theories about the game. The zones video, how you can use the screen spacing to dictate what your opponent's gonna do before they even enter a situation. Movement recognition, all sorts of really high-level things that you will not find on anybody else's YouTube channel. I promise you that. All right. Stuff I've learned over 10 years. I put it there so I could condense time for you guys. You guys can literally learn what I've learned in a shorter period of time. It just requires a little bit of dedication, and it'll save you thousands upon thousands, maybe dozens of thousands of matches, right? Because these are things that you learn through experience. I've gone to Japan twice. I've gone to, West Coast. I've gone to Vancouver. I've gone so many places. I'm going to go to Europe when things go offline too, but I'm trying to give you guys experience in case you don't have your own community. You know what I'm saying? Some people are by themselves or their community's not hungry like they are, so they seek that. So I try to give that to those people that are in random places like Iowa. What the fuck is in Iowa, right? Maybe there's a scene, but I don't know about Iowa. In case there are scenes like that, I give people the opportunity to be able to learn. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, of course, follow those channels. I appreciate the support. Also, one more thing. Sunday, Sub Sunday is the most godlike stream. I'm telling you. You guys get first to fives with me. Analysis paralysis. I coined that, so don't be biting my flow, all right? Analysis paralysis. I analyze any replay that you want. A YouTube CFN match, other players, you versus somebody else, doesn't matter. And Lab Collab, where I help people in training mode with figuring out optimization, spacing, block strings, anti-airs, how to input this strategies, matchups, all that stuff, right? And then lastly, Sub Wars, where I take 2 subs of equal rank. They give me a goal, boom, boom, and then they go at each other in a first to 3, and I provide feedback in real time, right? So if that sounds interesting to you, you don't have to sub. Subs are greatly appreciated, though, of course, because they do help me. You know what I'm saying? But if it sounds interesting, just come through, just experience it for yourself. If you're a person that likes to experience things first, I get that. That's how I am. So, come through and just check it out. I guarantee you don't even have to participate, and you guys will level up. Promise. All right? Shout-outs to Big Bro Knowledge was popping. Lyrical Miracles. Yeah, I'm trying to sound like, what's that dude? The Sandman dude that you was saying I got the same voice box? You fucking asshole. Bro, ever since you told me about this motherfucker, bro. Yeah, no, fuck you, Knowledge. Yo, ever since you told me about this dude, I never heard of him, bro. Why do I see this dude, like everywhere, bro? I see him on Twitter. Fucking my boys are talking about him. I'm like, bro, I've never seen, this is crazy, bro. Fucking Knowledge is like Freddy Krueger, bro. Like, he's just in my life and just manipulates the fabrics of existence. I'm like, yo, this dude never existed to me until he brought up the same voice box. Now, every time I listen to this motherfucker, I'm like, I close my eyes and I think it's me talking. This bastard. Yo, Diego Doom, what's up, bro, him? Fucking asshole, man. But Sanford, for the NBA championship, I think the Lakers are probably gonna win, to be honest. I don't know, but the Nets are really fucking good too. It's the thing that worries me about the Nets is DeAndre Jordan. Is he gonna be engaged? Because if he's engaged, then they can anchor that defense and then they can actually win. If he's not engaged, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yo, Perfect Pudding, JG Skin, Happy Dubs, Man Trucks. Appreciate everybody that came through. LOL Samurai, Last AOG, S Fighter, Rico Dan, E Phase, Big Mar Deluxe, B-Boy, Maji Debu. Appreciate the follows, guys. Yo, B-Boy, you actually breakdance? I know you. If you got B-Boy in your name, I know you breakdancing, bro. Oh shit, God, yo, I don't know where's my alerts at. Oh, there you go. I don't know why my alerts was off. Let me let that ring for a little bit. Yo, Knowledge, thank you, sir. I'm holding that. I'm holding it. Damn, so God damn, came through and fucking made it rain on me, bro. Jesus. The Diddy voice. Yo, remember when he grabs the cash, he's like, oh man. Well, what up, KO? Yo, Levin, what's cracking, man? What kind of bus for Sagat would you like to see for the patch?
You're loyal. You're grateful. I appreciate that.
Honestly, yo, I would really, really like I'd really like buffs to his speed of his fireballs, like make his slow even slower, his fast even faster, and then like little conversion buffs like crouching light kick, stand light kick, V skill DP being the same juggle as EX DP. 3 V trigger 1s or make it 2 bars. Frame data advantages or like changes for his Tiger knees. Very simple shit. Nothing too crazy. Yo, Monday, I'm not looking at the change list. I'm literally gonna wake up. Actually, you know what I might do? I might do a 3 a.m. stream. I might do a 3 a.m. stream because I know it goes live at 3 a.m. and I just wanna be there. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go straight into it. I'm not gonna look at I'm gonna just go straight into it. All right, we're gonna see my reaction in real time because I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, and I'm nervous as shit. But I'm not gonna complain until I play him for a week because let's say he doesn't get what I want, but V shift kind of changes everything, and then the nerfs to the so I can't be selfish and think like everything in a vacuum. Like there are other variables I have to account for. Because I made that mistake with Champion Edition where I got really upset at the fact Sagat didn't get certain buffs. which I still think he should have got, but he didn't get it. But he did improve a lot from Arcade Edition to the Champion Edition, so I can't ignore that. All right. But, all right, cool. So, let's see. Yo, Air Jared, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming, bro. Where you from? Talk to me. All right, so let's wrap this up, okay? So we got Somniac. It's kind of... All right, so he does the command grab like we talked about. And this isn't bad either, you know. But Somniac could have back thrown him. See, if Somniac had back thrown him, it would be a completely different match. Because now, look. He has... let me get out of the way. Right? He has half his V-trigger left, but Cody's on the other side of the screen with life advantage, right? So it's like, this isn't the... It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, he could have thrown him. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Oh, Double O, thank you for the sub, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I'm very grateful. So that was a very good option. So if you guys watch players like Punk does this a lot, where he'll jump in situations where he thinks the player is buffering. Right? So you'll see it right here, right? He try to buffer, right? Maybe to catch like a delayed jab or something like that, right? But now look. So he gets an actual punish because of this. So this is an option you can use against certain characters. Like, let's say Urian does like stand strong buffer into EX tackle. You could jump on purpose, get hit by it, trigger the EX tackle, and then land super. Stuff like that. Right? These are very strong options that you can use to exploit people that just autopilot. Attacking autopilot tendencies is very strong in this game because, as you know, things can snowball very quickly. So why not attack the thing that you know is most consistent in their behavior on a universal spectrum, right? Because it makes it a lot easier for you as a player when you're in pools. You don't have to drain yourself so much mentally when you start to play to attack habits that you know that these characters are known for, right? Because conserving energy is a very important thing for a tournament environment. Okay. All right, so let's watch one more round. Oh wait, I want to see. Wait. Let me see. Yo, Spriggan, what up, Broham? Oh yeah, Tanachi, we could do that. We can play Sunday afternoon. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, started off with the big read. Right, remember, Rumors did the jump forward. So typically when these players make that big read, the smart players, right? Not the random people you play on CFN. Those people, they kind of just do the same thing over and over again because they don't have game management. Game management meaning a sense of narrative, right? A lot of players don't really have that. So they'll just do the same thing at the opening of a round. They'll do the jump forward 7 times in a row. Or they might do the tackle or the dash punches, ball rog, until you do something about it, right? But you see a player like Rumors, he's very knowledgeable, skilled, so he's aware, like I did the jump in, so let me watch and see what does he do because I made that hard read at the beginning, right? Alright, and then Somniac committed to the scissor kick. Which is surprising considering, I mean, maybe again they've played so much that they know each other, right? So he knows, all right, when he does this, he's not going to really commit right away or whatnot. Oh, but see? So the way Rumors plays is like, he has these pockets of confirming, can I go back and play at breakneck speeds again? Evidenced by this. You see, he's walking back, he's demonstrating behavior and body language that contradicts how he played in his natural environment. So he's looking for something. Right? Because you can see he's moving backwards. When you see players do things like this contradictory shit like this, you have to be very mindful, right? And you can use this to your advantage because then you know when they're about to transition into something, right? So now you can start sniping shit. It's how I make hard reads on people. Is I watch how they move, and then I see the narrative, and I'm like, okay, based off of how you're moving, I know we are now entering this aspect of your strategy. Okay? So you see he moves back after the trade, which is typically a indication, or rather a trigger. It's a trigger, not an indication. It's a typical trigger for scramble situations, hence why he jumps. You see, both of them move first. So after trades and throw techs, whoever moves first is typically the lesser disciplined player. So these are situations where you can start to expose people. Because a lot of people do things out of emotion here, right? Think about it. When you throw somebody, you're throwing them because you think it's going to work, or you're looking for information, right? But most people do it because they're trying to actually throw you. So they're thinking in their brain of going through the throw animation, right? But when a throw break happens, it's like, oh, I was wrong. And that's a little window for a mental glitch. So people typically do autopilot shit. They buffer, they do a big move like a dash or a jump, right? Or maybe they backdash, right? So that's typically where a lot of habits are cemented, is after throw tech and after trade. So you see Rumors jumped here. So if I trade here, I don't move. I say you're going to do something because you're the lesser disciplined player, especially given the narrative that is leading up to this point of how you play. And that's why he jumped, okay? So he's back to that looking for stuff, right? And then watch, there's gonna be a switch. If he can get started. Yep. He's trying to lure that scissor kick. See, that's why he's whiffing. He's whiffing because he's trying to lure the scissor kick whiff punish. And that's why he's neutral jumping afterwards. See? And he neutral jumps. So that in that moment, if you're like a fast enough player, you see the whiff, you know how to interpret, oh, whiff equals neutral jump. That's where you dash up and you can like car DP if you play Sagat. Or you can dash up and anti-air with like a, anti-air poke. If you have a character that's fast enough and has enough reach to do it. He keeps trying to catch him with delays there. Oh! Nice. That was really good. Because there's a retracting property on that Psycho Crusher. So that was really good. Alright, so what happens here? So we saw for the opening gambit, right? Rumors jumped. And he hit Somniac round 1. Round 2, Rumors walked back. Somniac did scissor kick immediately. So what happens now? I'm guessing Rumors is going to take a big risk. Oh, he did. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Finally throws him. Okay. That is so cheap. That's so cheap. Why does he use V-Skill 2 in this matchup? What? Oh, because he tried... Okay, this is the thing, too. With Cody, never V-reversal the second hit, because it's not going to work. V-reversal the first hit. You have to V-reversal the first hit. This hit. Not this hit. He recovers too quickly. You have to V reversal the first hit. Nice. Okay. So yeah, Rumors ended up winning that that set. I think Somniac is gonna take it though in the run back. That's just my guess. So they play. I'm gonna give the nod to Somniac for their run back exhibition set. Our next set is Kaba versus Mena. All right. So obviously you guys know Mena, Capcom Cup champion, one of the best players in the world. He is a multi-character specialist. He's a beast. He the way he plays, I admire so much because he plays so fluid, so quickly, and he commits to his decisions, right? And that type of decisiveness is what got him the win at Capcom Cup, because he just doesn't hesitate. Okay. He's playing Abigail more so in this version of the game because he got nerfed significantly, if we're gonna be honest. I don't think Birdie's a bad character per se, but he definitely got some hits that are very challenging to players that have played him for a long time. But if somebody like me just picks up Birdie, I played Birdie for a bit, right? But I didn't main him, so if I go and play Birdie, it won't hurt me as much as it hurts the players that have played him since Season 1, because there's a lot that's changed about him. Primarily the crouching strong not being as great of an anti-air as it was before, but that bitch Poison got it. But that's another conversation, guys. I'm not even gonna go there, you know what I'm saying? But what's up, Bandit Keith? No, it's I don't know. I think it starts tomorrow. I don't think it starts today. It's tomorrow and Sunday, I'm pretty sure. And that starts at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And so Kaba, one of the best Gals in the world. I'd say top 2 for sure. His Gal is amazing. He's so strong, man. He's ridiculous. He has such a knack for the game, man, and he just knows how to surprise people. He knows how to shift in ways that you just don't anticipate. And he knows how to sense when you're discomforted by the way he plays, you know what I'm saying? And he really takes advantage of that. Oh no, this isn't Street Fighter League. My bad, bro. This is for the exhibitions this weekend. That's what this is. But Street Fighter League is today. I think it's today. Should be today. Okay, but yeah. So Kaba's really strong. Arguably top 2 Gals in the world. He's amazing. This matchup, I don't know how this matchup is, to be honest. It's probably even, because Abigail doesn't really have to go through fireballs to fight Guile. He can just poke him and frustrate him and force Guile to give him space, but then that also corners Guile, right? And then, of course, when he gets V-triggered, it's like a whole nother beast that you have to deal with. They're training partners also, so they have this understanding of each other at a deep level. So you're seeing a lot of training partners playing against each other. So this is pretty interesting to see. So let's watch this.
From the loser's side, going with the big fella to start off, and Kaba baiting him out to start with Guile.
Yep. Got the crouching heavy punch anti-air already on deck, showing that Kaba's ready for some of those anti-airs. Thought he was close enough for the throw, but actually got the throw whiff in that range. And there goes the crouching heavy punch.
Abigail can handle. Again, not a match that I think he wins.
Wow. Look at that. That was sick.
Abigail can handle.
Look at that spacing. Walk back just a little bit. Just a guarantee. See? Just a guarantee. Just to make sure.
Again, not a match that I think he wins necessarily, but he's got so many.
But you see his rhythm? He's look at the life lead. He hasn't done anything. He's just introducing a lot of pauses.
Abigail
throw,
right? A lot of waiting.
Deck, showing that Kaba's ready for some of those anti-airs.
See, waiting. Because he knows the way Mena plays. Mena is willing to gamble, right? He's willing to just roll the dice a lot.
Throw, but actually
so he's just waiting.
In that range.
See?
Abigail
and when you do stuff like that, when you don't play into the rhythm of somebody's anticipation methods, it can kind of rattle you. You can get frustrated, like, yo, he's not doing what I want him to do.
Again, not a match that I think.
Now, his sweep is 7 frames. 7 frames. Close, though. 6 would be crazy. That would be scary as shit. What up, Coconut? That would be crazy. If it was 6 frames. Can't be stand fierce to 6 frames. That's just bullshit. But
Wins necessarily, but he's got so many things to get
But Sagat can do that. He can punish it. He can DP it.
Fireballs.
Well, what I would
Or to cancel through them, or to armor through them, or to have these giant buttons and this very fast jump instant roundhouse, that sort of stuff. He's got a lot.
See, now this is where his waiting is getting taken advantage of, because now Mena's moving him to the corner like we just mentioned, right?
A lot of tools at range.
Ooh.
and one of them, I think that's actually pretty decent, is actually the tire. But he is not going with the tire here. I don't know. What's your opinion on that, going with the tire potentially instead of the parry?
He's
versus the
dead!
tire?
Well, I
Oh my
Just first
goodness.
round. I would say it's
Abigail.
for you.
Goodness gracious.
So you need to find the hit first with EX Punchy Punch to get the tire going. In which case you're already up close. Might as well just have the parry.
See, so this is the tricky thing with Guile in this matchup is like, he needs the flash kick to consistently keep Abigail out of the air, right? But now let's look at this spacing
Against
really
the
quick.
character.
So ideally, right, in order for Guile to punish, right, he's going to want to be like, let me see. He's going to want to hit him like, Abigail would have to be like right here, right? He'd have to be like right about here. He'd be crouching, fiercing him, right? If he's any further away, the crouching fierce is dangerous because Mena could just empty jump. And then if he empty jumps, night, motherfucker, right? So it's very dangerous. So what Kaba needs to do is then he wants to move forward. But then if you move forward, you're now in a range where Abigail's buttons are just like, you know, they just cover so much range, right? And Abigail obviously has the advantage when it comes to a poke-style war, right? So the tricky thing is when you maintain distance, though, you have to flash kick. But if you flash kick, that means you can't move, right? So the entire focus for Guile then becomes, I need to figure out when does he want to start taking to this like aerial approach and either position myself to be underneath him directly, or I have to make sure I've already committed to having flash kick. Right?
Like Guile. He's gonna
But even
control
stand
you.
medium kick is dangerous because Abigail could trade, and then the trade is in his advantage because it does so much more damage. Stand medium kick only does like 60 damage, I think. 65 or something like that.
So you need to find the hit first with EX Punchy Punch to get the tire going.
But you see, like that,
In which
look.
case you're already up close.
Right? So he's too far.
Tire going.
Right? So he can't anti-air this. So now he's like in that range that he doesn't want to be in. But now look, Guile wants to move
In which
backwards.
case you're already up close. Might as well
Right?
just have the parry.
Punchy.
Cool, but maybe not super effective in some matches.
Look how far he got pushed.
The punchy punch.
Good punish.
That's the move that Tasty Steve lovingly called the Ultra David,
Nice.
right?
So occasionally, if you have a very strong jump and poke, it's good to introduce this because it now makes the Abigail player consider the air, which will then increase the chances of them chilling the fuck out so that you can position yourself. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to land damage all the time to successfully apply something. Think of it like that. It's the influence of the tool that will then allow him to influence the neutral a lot more because he has the freedom, the wiggle room to start moving around. Does that make sense? So
The punch him.
that's the move
that jump
Tasty
there is
Steve
it can have like a bleeding effect,
lovingly called the Ultra.
right? Because now he's like, oh shit, okay, I was overextending a little bit, and now when the Abigail feels like they have to chill, Guile can now throw a little bit extra fireballs. Now he can move around and position himself so he can actually flash kick. You know what I'm saying?
Ultra David, right? So
The punch him, yeah. Yeah, named after my dance style, I believe.
So he couldn't anti-air that jump.
here we go. Gets him with the
That adjustment is because he went to punch last time and he got punished, right? Because he blocked and he swept him. So he's like,
gravity
okay, I'm gonna
check,
command grab you
still
this time.
works. And just
He did a delay throw because he thought he was gonna flash kick.
waits and gets the back throw. Not sure. That was more of a defensive throw, right? Because he ends up back throwing him instead of keeping him in the corner.
See, defensive throw, like James said, because he was anticipating flash kick, so he was in a cautious mindset.
Love that
Good
spacing.
space.
But you see,
Yeah.
tricky. That shit is really tricky.
Baraka forward 4.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay.
There are
Dead.
no ranges.
So I think. Who do I think's gonna win this? It can go either way when it comes, especially when it's training partners, right? They know each other like in and out. They understand like what they're looking for at all times. The characters on top of that. It can go either way. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. I think Mena's gonna win. I think Mena's gonna win. I'll go with Mena. That set. Takamura and Infectious. So these two don't have a match against each other. But I will watch a round of them playing against other players.
Takamura sitting on winner's side.
So let's check this out.
Takamura sitting on winner's side. Hurricane being very active out the gate.
Takamura, I believe he's from Belgium. Super strong Akuma. He did so well at the Red Bull Kumite before, right when Champion Edition came out. I think he got like 4th place. He had a really sick run. It was impressive. He beat Punk. He's amazing. He's really, really good. And I love watching him play because he can play so solid, but he plays also very creative and free-flowing. So he could put people on tilt very fast because they're just, it's like if you run in one direction and you try to stop, you can't really stop immediately. You have to, like, momentum, right? You have to, like, pause. You have to slow down and then stop and then turn and pivot the other way. So when he plays a certain way, the same thing happens mentally to people. He's playing, like, so fast, and all of a sudden he plays slow, and you're, like, anticipating him to be somewhere he's not. It's kind of like the Mario Kart Ghost effect, where, like, you have your fastest lap, and, you're fighting against that lap, right? But imagine if all of a sudden the Ghost just did something completely different that you didn't record. You're like, wait, what? I didn't do that, or I wasn't expecting that. It's essentially the same thing. You're fighting after this projection of what you anticipate him to do, but then he just completely just veers off path, right?
It's a very, very, very 50-50 chat right now between the one and the Jews. We've got fans on both sides. Of course, Takamura has a great situation right now, being in winners. Hurricane will have to put in work, but Takamura is immediately showing you it's not going to be an easy ride, fam.
Oh,
nice, got him near stun.
Stun already, gets the stun. Takamura is just looking too on form right now.
Hey.
Great tech. Oh, little walk back jab. Cheeky.
Oh, so nice. That jab was to stop the crouching heavy punch activation. That was pretty good.
Oh, and the jump back jab, Takamura.
Ooh, that was good.
Scary.
That was very, very good.
Right, first round, very convincing round. Very convincing round. Man activated Zawarudo in the middle of his fireball.
Nice. Wasn't a whiff punish though, but.
And again, Hurricane being sent to the corner. Hurricane struggling right now.
Look at him, he's whiff
wow.
punching everything, boy. Perfect spacing from Takamura. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nice response.
Okay.
Not bad.
Zawarudo, man is stopping time to get that anti-air.
Oh,
Ooh.
EXDP.
See?
Is still
like random, like things like that are so like, wow, you did that? I wasn't even in throw range. He wasn't even in throw range, but then he did it.
Oh, EXDP.
That's the side of him that's
Still
like, oh shit.
My turn, son. Now no more meter.
Oh, he gotta DP that.
Takamura just backdashes out of that situation. Gets opened up though. Hurricane has critical art. He can still do this and bring this back. The crowd fees confirmed.
Is he alive?
Oh wow, and that's going to equalize it.
Yep,
no,
he's alive.
one more sliver. Are you serious? Oh, he DP'd! Takamura!
Damn! Yo. That's funny as shit. Okay, so let's see. All right, so now we got Infectious. Personally, one of my favorite players to watch. Him. Love watching him. Love watching Problem X. Of course, Daigo, the favorites and stuff like that. But, man. Yo, he is amazing. I remember when I was, like, struggling to understand, like, strategies and stuff like that. I asked him for, like, advice. And he gave me some really godlike advice about it. And, yeah, he's brilliant, man. He's phenomenal. Yo, Orange Man, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, bro. And shout outs to Boogie Face with the follow. Thank you guys. So much love today. It's always love though, but All right, so let's watch Let's watch him play against Mr. Crimson. So, Infectious hails from England. He's just a beast, man. I just like watching him. He's just so solid, but he can play so... He's just so alert. His attention to detail is just so beautiful. Because the thing about this game is it's very hard to kind of separate yourself as a player in terms of play styles. Like, everybody kind of looks the same, right? But he's one of the few players that I can think of that's like, you watch him play, you're like, yeah, this is not Angry Bird. You know, like, there's a distinction between these two players. I like how they're both playing the same colors. You see, he hasn't even done anything. Like, how many seconds have passed? He hasn't done shit. Bro, he hasn't done anything. Trying to punish that. He just knows. And it's sick because he used to be a grappler main, right? Because he played Zangief in this game, and he played Hugo in 4, right? If you guys remember, he beat Tokido at an event. I forgot what event it was. It was a European CPT event, and he beat him with Hugo. Right. But he's just very alert, like. Oof. G time. He's gonna command grab again. He's gonna command grab again. So here's a little tidbit, all right? As a grappler, I haven't studied grapplers yet. I plan on it at some point. I think grapplers might be the next archetype of character that I study. Because I want to understand, like, the philosophy of Street Fighter in general at a very deep level. But one of the things I can tell you about grapplers, it's very important for you to notice body language while you're pressuring. What I mean by that is this. If you see this guy standing, it implies he's not blocking low. But he's blocking, though, right? So, you have to wonder, if you're not crouch blocking, you're stand blocking. Why are you stand blocking when you were crouch blocking for the other points of the set? It's most likely that he's doing jump OS here, right? Now, when you see stuff like this, you have to immediately confirm it and say, oh, he's standing, and continue to frame trap him. But instead, he doesn't notice this, and he already committed in his head to doing jab command grab, right? This is a skill that you'll notice Itazan is really, really strong at. If he sees people standing, he knows they're trying to jump away, so he starts to go to anti-movement-based pressure. So he'll start doing, like, regular throw into jump EX, SPD, OSs. He'll start doing, like, stand roundhouse during his pressure to catch backdashes, potentially, and stuff like that, right? But it's just to show you, like, there's a greater increase that the player is trying to avoid something because of the way they're playing. Okay, and hence why that happened. Yeah, telecast. It's subtle stuff like that. There are a lot of indicators into the mindset of players, but you have to catch them. You have to watch your matches and always ask questions, man. And just treat every situation like there's an opportunity to learn. And you'll notice all this shit on your own. You'll come up to me and be like, "Yo, Zaf, look what I learned." I'll be like, "Oh shit, that's godlike. I never thought of that." You know. Twin Lancer, Jay Grimm, Howie OG, and Telecast, thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate that. All right.
Round 2. Fight.
Ah, that sucks. So he's looking for something specific. What is he looking for? Nice. We saw this like last time, right? With Angry Bird when he did the walk under. Right? Look at this. Look at that. He jabbed and still did it. I love it. That is beautiful presence of mind. You see, he's in a defensive mindset, but he immediately recognizes, oh, he jumped. And then look, remember, pressure isn't always the best. Damage isn't always the best reward. Remember that. Positioning, a lot of the times, is you got to play with your objective in mind. Zeku wants to pressure. He wants to corner you because this character's ridiculous in the corner. So him anti-airing with jab, why would he do that? Why? Why do that and then try to go for a 50-50 that they might delay tech, and then you try to back throw and then they get out of the situation. And now you're still in the corner. You see? Beautiful. I don't agree with that, but I understand why he did it, because the last time he did the flip in the corner, he did the kick extension and he blocked it. So it makes sense, don't get me wrong. That back roll. Zeku's back throw, man. I tell you. You see what I was talking about after throw tech? You see how like he went into that autopilot, I need to do this? So imagine if you had an answer there. If you had something to punish the stand medium kick activation, because you know they're going to do it, right? You know they're going to do it. They always fucking do it. So it's like, why not go and lab that situation so that way you can have some sort of counter, you know? Ooh. Beautiful. That was sick. Oh, what a conversion, bro. God damn. Bro, that V-Trigger is so much better than V-Trigger 1. I just prefer it so much. Just because the conversions are ridiculous, man. And you get 2 of them? Bruh. I didn't even notice the micro step. That's actually pretty nuts. That's a good eye from you, sir. All right, so in that set, my man Infectious, man, I'm sorry. Infectious, that's one of my favorite players. I'm just automatic. Infectious versus the world. You know? That's just how I'm rolling. All right, so let's see what else we got. We got Nephew versus Samurai. Oh, we're almost done. We're doing pretty well. So they actually played in Grand Finals, and then Samurai qualified in the, what the hell? Oops, wrong one. They played in Grand Finals, and then Samurai won the second one. All right? So Nephew won the first. It was like last match, last game. It was insane. It was crazy. All right.
So nice to meet.
Nephew is he's from the Midwest, actually. I think he's from Wisconsin or Michigan. And I didn't know that. I thought he was from Philadelphia, which is pretty funny. But he went to school in Philadelphia. That's why I was like, or not Philly, in Pennsylvania. So I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were actually from there. So he actually told me that like last week. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. But Nephew, one of the best players in the country. Super strong Colleen. He is really sharp. He's very meticulous, calculated player. Very, he has a lot of tech with the character. You know, he's explored his character over the years. So he has a lot of like really tricky shit with Colleen. Definitely one of the players you would want to watch if you want to learn V-Trigger 2, Colleen. All right. And Samurai, who is best Akuma in the country. Phenomenal player, very strong. He's been a Shoto specialist since Street Fighter 4 days. He is, like, he's similar to me in a sense where he approaches the game from the outside in. He tries to level up as a person so that he can reap the benefits in the game. Meditation, reading books, sports psychology, stuff like that. Changing his diet, working out. Things like that, just so that he can benefit from that in the game, right? So let's watch a match. Oh, this is from YouTube. It's just from a random YouTube channel. Nice. See, that was really good. I like that option from Samurai because typically the first knockdown in this game, people go for throw. The reason why people go for throw is because throw gives you the most information. If I pressure you with the button, that doesn't necessarily mean I get information, right? I know that you're blocking, whatever, but there's still so many things you could be doing. You could be mashing DP. You could be doing so many things. I don't know what you're doing. But if I throw you, I know if you're teching. I know if you're blocking, right? I know if you're mashing because you can see it. If you move, I can see it, right? If I hit you, I might hit you and get damaged, but it doesn't tell me what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? And it goes back to what I was talking about with rewards. Sometimes damage isn't the most important reward, okay? It's very easy to get into that mental trap because when you go on YouTube, all you really see are combo videos and shit like that, right? For the most part. But you have a couple of people in the community that are changing that with their content, so shout outs to them. But for the most part, you see a lot of like combo videos when games first come out. Not really how do you think in the game? How do I train? What do I look for? How do I make good decisions, right? And this is one of those things where first knockdown, nephew goes for throw. Samurai, very alert. He understands these things. And he's like, all right, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to go back to neutral. Nice. I would just back heavy punch Colleen, to be honest. Oh, nice. Good air throw. So she struggles against fireball characters until she gets V-trigger. Oh, you try to drab anti-air. Throw. In case he lashed out. I respect it though. Oh, that was nice. That was pretty good. That was sick. Wow. Great. Oh, look at the presence of mind there, bro. He saw his meter. Look at this meter right here. Always pay attention, guys. Always pay attention. Look at that. Boom. And he got it. That was sick. Oh, see, that's good. That's a really good option. Because Akuma players will abuse this to try to get out of the corner, right? But just interrupt it. It doesn't hit you, you know, in the air. It hits you on the ground. And even then, there's a little bit of startup once he lands. So jab punishing is really strong there. So just remember that. And you get a counter hit, too. Nice. Dead. Nice. Awesome punish. Good whip punish. And this is why it's very risky. You got to make sure you're calculated when you commit to these laggy attacks, because look, now he let him out of the corner. Oh. Oh. Nice. That's just really hard to deal with. So if she does dash, she can cancel at the fastest possible time, I think on frame 13, which is pretty fucked up into jab. That's kind of fucked up. I think on frame 9 she can... is it frame... I don't know. It's like a 12 or 13 where she can do... That shit is crazy. All right, so in that set, I think Samurai's going to take it. I think he's going to take it in the run back. All right, so we got Luffy versus Phenom. So we don't have... damn, I keep hitting the wrong screen. So we don't have footage of these two playing for some weird reason. Let's watch a round. So Luffy, one of the best Mikas in the world. Probably second to only Fudo. Oh, that's a very interesting strategy against Poison. So Luffy's just really, he's really solid, right? But then he also just knows how to command grab. It's so weird, like, he just knows. Oh. Oh my goodness. And that's V-skill damage. Oof. V-skill damage on top of that. Nice. That was really good. Because the super... So, see, he's so aware of the decisions people might want to make based off of meter. She's +2 here. But you see, he jabs because he has super. And not only does he have super, but in this situation, I don't think back throw would have stunned. But typically people like to delay tech here, right? So he senses that, okay, he's probably going to do some sort of delay, right, to try to catch a delay tech. Because if I get back thrown, I get maybe stunned and I die, right? So he just mashes there. Like, he's just so alert. And then on top of that, you have the extra boosted influence of the super that would probably make you want to not do something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was crazy. Bruh. Time to guess? Problem X. Poison's so cheap. Ooh. Great confirms. Oh my goodness. Look at that. He just knows how to check. And he converts so consistently too. Oh, good anti-air. Uh-oh. Stand fierce. Oh. Oh yeah, so if you guys don't know, when Mika does V-trigger activation, if you see her put 2 arms up in the air like this, right? Let me get in camera. If you see this, that means it's the longer V-trigger. If she just does 1 arm in the air, it's the shorter one. All right? So that's why he uses the freeze frame of the V-trigger activation. He uses this to see, oh, did she get hit? Oh, Poison got hit. Obviously, she's falling, right? So she got hit. So I'm going to do the longer V-trigger. You know, you just don't know which direction. That's the thing. But you know the time. That's very important because then you know when to expect the Nadeshiko. All right? Oh, man. Got bodied. But that was pretty sick. So, Luffy hailing from France. Forgot to do a little character or player background. But, yeah, he's one of the strongest players in Europe for sure. And now let's see. Phenom.
Key of the season, guys. Press some buttons and get
Phenom is so good, man. He is from Norway. He is one of the best players in the world. Ever since Season 1. His understanding of the game is it's really dope. It's really unique, and I think he has the best jump in game. Like period. He understands so well how to apply jumping in footsies. It's like it's amazing.
So one thing we noticed about the set,
And I admire it, and I definitely want to learn that as a skill too. His hit confirms are on point.
doing buttons on defense, crouching jab, mixing up with the extra Senha, being persistent with crouching medium kick in Reachable 1 to cancel into Gurenken. I want to see if he's going to keep that same energy, that same persistence on defense to break him out of pressure. But let's see how Big Bird handles things, how he's going to adjust.
It's crazy because they were playing like they were so far from each other. It was insane.
Oh my goodness, the light kick buffered into the EX10 code.
Whoa, 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 hold on. Are you playing like that? He saved that for Grand Finals. He said, you whiffing out that button, boy?
Yeah, we
Stand light kick, EX10 code?
We definitely hadn't seen that one yet out of Phenom, man.
What?
He busts it out right there. Fantastic buffer.
Look at that. Hit confirms all day. He just knows.
I love watching high-level Street Fighter. They're whipping out something I've never seen before.
Yo, that fierce punch buffer.
And again, waking up with the crouching jab because he's using extra Senha as a deterrent.
Ooh, the whip punish. He knew. You know, that button, that is one of the changes it got. You know, it got easier to whip punish, and Phenom taking full advantage of that. That's definitely
Oh, the jump fierce. That's one of the hardest moves to anti-air in the game.
I said there, like, as I was speaking, Big Bird got a big fat jump.
That and Ken's jump heavy punch.
The EX is going to close it.
Honestly, I want to see some unprecedented mind games.
So, Phenom could play Guile, and he can play Nikali too, so I think against Luffy he's going to play Karen, because she bodies Mika.
Watch these two guys go at it all day. These guys are absolute beasts.
Some of my favorite players, to be honest.
Yep, no, two of the finest out there to watch, without doubt, dude.
All right, tried to close the gap with the Exepo, the special step.
Nice.
Just backing off again. He's very cognizant of the wall jump option. So if he can't completely cage you, he'll just back off and space himself so the way you'll end up or landing in front of him, that'll be fine.
Oh, maximum punish. Good shit from Big Bird.
He's got a bunch of games to play with.
Yeah.
Mama maximum punish. Let's fast forward to a round he wins.
He's got a lot fun.
Same.
Let's watch this.
Huge comeback from Phenom.
The cojones on this man. He was not fearful of that EX spinning mixer. He just said, no, I'm doing the meaty stand light kick, taking myself to the potential final round. Tournament round here.
What
Phenom?
What a sequence. And now you know the mental capacity here Phenom is bringing to the table. Insane. The composure.
Yeah, the mental fortitude on these lot has got to be max.
Okay, here we go.
I'd be tired. No spinning mixer. No heavy spinning mixer. He hesitated.
Okay, activation of the sweep here, Big Bird.
Oh, he almost had the punish.
I think he wanted to punish that.
The momentum, without a doubt, in Phenom's
Uh-oh.
The fierce.
He flung that out there. Big Bird into the extra center. Kills the momentum immediately.
Activation of the sweep here. Okay.
Do you know what? This game's just gotten a lot faster now.
Listen, the pace has definitely quickened up. Super hype right now.
That's so good because it gets her away from the corner.
Yo, he's taking front. That's going to be enough to EX Orochi. Phenom is
That's why jumping sometimes is just not a good option, because you put yourself in mix-ups that are not worth being in. That's rough. That's rough. Damn. So that said, I got Phenom. Phenom, just matchup-wise, I think Phenom is a phenomenal player. And then on top of that, you add in Karen just wipes Mika. Yeah, I see Phenom taking that. I think we have two more. Idom and Smug, yep. And then Daigo versus Gachi-kun. Okay, so I can do this. I can do this in like 5 minutes. All right, so Idom, obviously, top 2 players in the country right now. Reigning Capcom Cup champion. Amazing player. Best Laura. Might be the best poison. Could be Fudo. Fudo's poison's kind of ridiculous. We don't know, obviously, because we haven't seen them in a tournament environment offline yet. But hopefully that changes soon. And then, of course, Smug. Also, I'd say top 3. Him, Punk, and Idom. I'd say top 3 in the country. If Do plays, Do would probably take that slot away from him. But yeah, I'd definitely say he's definitely for sure top 4, in my opinion. Smug is a beast. Plays Balrog and G. Arguably the best with both characters, which is pretty sick. He's just a very fundamental player. He's very strong offensively. Great strategy. Just a real good sense of the game. Right. So I don't know how this matchup plays, to be honest, but... He did it kind of late. Oh, started dropping frames. Oh, yeah, this is when he was saying he was dropping frames. Oh.
Oh, what the heck?
Bruh. That's game. That lag was crazy. Nice. Uh-oh. Forward heavy punch. Oh, shit. Oh, why need V-skill? Bro, why does she get offense like this? That shit makes no sense to me. Oh, good buffer. He's really good at playing that -2 situation. Ooh, poison is so cheap. Oh man. So in that set, I got IDOM taking that set. Just cause Laura, just Laura his shit up. I just feel like that's what's gonna happen. But I make it go either way. They're both really, really strong, man. So it can go either way. Daigo versus Gachi-kun. Obviously, Daigo needs no introduction. Michael Jordan, a Street Fighter. Amazing player, of course, at the forefront of our scene and community. He's our leader, one of our many leaders. Yeah, And then Gachi-kun of 2018 Capcom Cup champion. Yeah, he won before IDOM, so it's 2018. Best Rashid in the world. He's a beast. Let's see who wins. Let's see. Both hailing from Japan too, so I'm pretty sure they play each other often.
Round one. Fight.
Now this matchup I've been told is even, if not slightly Gal's favor, especially with the nerfs to Rashid. But Gachi-kun is not just any other Rashid, man. Oof. But of course it's Daigo too, right? It's like look at that. Just getting a feel for each other. This game is so dope when at high level, man. I just wish online was amazing. What's up, Glenn? Ooh, punish? Oh, because it's not frame 1. It's not frame 1 invincible. Oh. So that's good. See, that's why you want to stay kind of close when you throw a projectile at Rashid when he has a V-trigger. So that way, if he tries to react, it's going to be a lot harder for him to do that. Right? Yeah, good V-skill underneath that. But he has to really commit to that. It's not easy to do that. Ooh, what a buffer. Try to catch the delay tech. Good tech. -2 situation. He takes advantage, walks up. Forward medium punch. EX whirlwinds out the corner. Very smart. That -2 situation, that's how you take advantage of it. People who typically want to wait, right? Wow, look at that. Walk back. Oh, nice. Great positioning. EX flash kick? No? Okay, I respect it. Oh, good trade. That was a good trade for Daigo, even though the damage was in Rashid's favor. Because it knocked him down. Oof. That was sick. -2. Okay. So he's not throwing fireball anymore like he was in the other blocked fierce button situations, because Gachika kept walking back and V-skilling. Oh, that was really good. You can crouch underneath the forward heavy punch. The spinning back fist. Yeah, Turin, that was pretty sick how he jumped on purpose. That shit looked mad weird. And he pressed the button too, so he got counter hit. I didn't even think he was plus. I was like, wait, what? Uh-oh, throw? Uh-oh. Punish. Damn. All right, well. So, in that set, Gachikun beat him the most recent set that they've played. I think that Gachikun is going to win that set when they play again this weekend. But, yeah, that is it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was dope as shit. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Something a little different. All right, guys, so I'm out. You guys take care. Say what's up to Brolino for me, all right? Peace.